Those of you that are watching us on YouTube, that's all good. That everything is the same. And then, of course, the NonStop local app through KHQ. People listening to us just like a radio show, old school radio. You can have the app on. You can listen in your car, wherever you want. But if you're home, you can watch right where you're watching. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty. We should take a poll. Maybe by the end of the week, we'll take a poll and say who's listening, just listening, and says, I don't want to see you guys.
Well, there are those people.
And then the other people who are going, okay, all right, I'll watch you and see and hear you. So we'll see.
I did see I recorded the first episode that we ever did on SWX, which was a couple days ago. And then I was gone all day the next day after that. So I only watched it yesterday. And I was pleasantly surprised.
Good.
I thought, well, they don't look terrible.
Hey.
And I think the set looks good. I think the studio looks great. And then we have this new, we have both the Numerica and the David Molly graphic behind us. That's the first time we've had that.
That's pretty good, too.
Anyway.
We're really moving along. Plus, we co-anchor, I don't know if you're aware, over on KHQ Mornings, the Wake Up Show, we co-anchor. It's about a 2-minute time slot from 5:45 to 5:47.
Sometimes it can run 2:10.
Yep.
I mean,
sometimes it's only 90
the freedom.
seconds.
Yeah. So
just depends.
Anyway, so thanks for being with us, and you can always text in any comments. We see those in real time. The Dutch Bros text line is 509-448-3237. And then through YouTube as well, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can send in a message, and we see that on the stream too. It's a lot of stuff happening at the same time.
Throw it at us.
All right, now it's time to play the showdown. Dave's Cash Showdown. You know how that works, right? Trivia competition.
It's time for Dave's Cash Showdown. Time for you to throw down. Win it in a minute, answer 10. Dave comes in and answers them again. If your score's inferior, then Dave will reign superior. It's time to play around.
Everybody sing now.
Dave's Cash Showdown.
That's our friend Pat Simmons, who does the Cash Showdown song. Every day at this time, we have a trivia competition. Molly's got 10 trivia questions. The contestant will get the questions first. Most points wins. Joe is going to play today. Hello, Joe.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How's it going so far?
Good. It's spring break, so it's gorgeous outside.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Well, I don't know if I'm at home. I don't know if you remember last time I called to play. We were in Austin Cemetery in Nevada on our way to Las Vegas.
Yes, I remember that.
And how long ago was that?
November.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. And did you win that round when you played?
I had Louise with me, and I won that round.
Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, we got a gamer. Got a gamer on the phone. Oh, boy. Well, I've lost earlier this week. I lost to my daughter.
Yeah, really.
She beat me 9-8.
First time ever on television, and then you lose your daughter.
Yeah. And so, Joe, obviously you were listening to us last time when you were outside of Las Vegas playing the game. Are you seeing us or just still listening to us?
I'm still listening because when I'm driving the bus, I can't really be watching and driving it. They frown on that.
Probably a good rule of thumb.
That's right. Joe's a bus driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
All right. Molly has the 10 trivia questions. You're looking them over right now. Do you see any money questions? Real cash. She's thinking.
$5 at number 10.
Oh, the last question was $5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to leave the studio. Joe, good luck. I'll return to defend my money here in just a bit. Good luck.
All right,
You
Joe.
too, Dave.
Is Louise helping you as well today?
She is sitting here, and I'm on speaker, so yes.
Okay, so it's 2 against 1. I understand. All right. Well,
I do have a quick question.
Okay.
I do have a quick question. Why does Dave always call it his money?
Well, it's because that's how it was. And then this new evolution of me offering up cash prizes sort of changed the game a little bit. And here's why. Originally, when it was Win Dave's money, it actually was his money. And I think sometimes it would be $10, sometimes it would be $5, it would be a coupon, whatever he had. Then they regulated it. Then we were told we couldn't use the name of that anymore. So now it's the Cash Showdown.
Oh. Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. It should
Should
be
be
his.
Mall.
It should be Molly's money is on the line. All right, are you ready to throw down on the showdown?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In which European country would you find the Spanish Steps?
Spain.
What citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1979 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew?
Oh, not Sprite. Sprite? Sprite.
What company released the first e-reader device?
Kindle.
In foosball, how many rods does each player control on a standard table?
5.
What U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Rainier?
Washington.
What is the lowest hand that beats a straight in poker?
Flush.
What nationality was composer Ludwig van Beethoven?
He was German.
Don Henley's Boys of Summer song mentioned what brand of sunglasses?
Ray-Ban.
What is the official state animal of Oregon?
Beaver.
And here's your money question. What novel's long-promised sequel is called Buttercup's Baby?
Gone with the Wind.
All right. I'm going to bring Dave back in, and we will keep your totals a secret for right now. But how did it feel?
Oh, it did not feel good.
Nope. Dave's looking at, what are you looking at? Are you looking at my food over there?
Yes.
You know what it is?
It's some kind of pasta.
It's mushroom ravioli.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. That's why I didn't offer you any. I knew you wouldn't want any mushroom ravioli. It was my dinner last night.
How did Joe do? How'd you do, Joe?
I don't think I won.
Did he get $5?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
My $5 is safe for now.
Okay, for now.
For now.
All right, my turn to play. I get the same 10 questions. I get 60 seconds or so, and I also have a chance at $5 at question number 10. Here we go.
In what European country would you find the Spanish Steps?
Spain.
What citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1979 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew?
Sprite. What now? What year?
1979, and it was to compete with Mountain Dew.
Boy. I don't. Oh, Mellow Yellow.
Ooh. Which company released the first e-reader device?
Kindle.
In foosball, how many rods does each player have control on a standard table?
4.
What is the lowest hand that beats a straight in poker?
The lowest hand that beats a straight. Flush.
What U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Rainier?
Washington.
What nationality was composer Ludwig van Beethoven?
Austrian.
Don Henley's Boys of Summer song mentions what brand of sunglasses?
Ray-Bans.
What is the official state animal of Oregon?
The beaver.
And here's your $5 question. What novel's long-promised sequel is called Buttercup's Baby?
I don't know that. I don't know.
Okay.
Good question.
All right. That's why it's the $5 question. Oh, somebody already.
Damn it.
Yeah, well.
It's just coming to me now. I think it's Princess Bride. I just saw that on the text line. Good one, Nikki.
Yes. Our final score, Dave wins 6-5. It was a well-fought battle.
Nail biter.
Yeah.
What a real Tommy knocker.
But no money changed hands.
Nope. No money changed hands, which is good.
So it was the Princess Bride for the last one.
Because Buttercup
Good
was the
question.
princess, and then.
Okay.
So we'll start at the top there. Italy is where you find the Spanish Steps.
Makes sense.
When in Rome. And then the citrus flavor, mellow yellow, very good. Barnes and Noble was actually the first to.
With the Nook, right?
Yep. The
Yeah.
Nook. That
Oh,
was
the
first
Nook was
e-reader.
before the Kindle.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember
Wow.
They were the first ones. And then, yes, 4 rods in the foosball. You both got Washington. You both got Flush. And then Joe got German. Beethoven was German. And then you both got Ray-Bans. You both got Beaver. And then nobody got the Princess Bride. So I think it was the foosball and the mellow yellow that put you ahead there. So nicely played, gentlemen. Nicely played.
Joe, that's a spirited round. I mean, 1 point either way.
Yeah.
Did you have help? Were you on your own?
I had help.
Okay.
Louise was in the background.
Okay.
She was helping him out. So congratulations from our friends at Numerica Credit Union, proud sponsor of Dave's Cash Showdown.
Numerica Credit Union, they're the only credit union that is featured in the film The Princess Bride. Yeah. A lot of people know when they were making their long journey across the woods, if you look very closely in one of the scenes, you'll see a Numerica branch right there. And then there's a lot of activity there. And in fact, I think it was Buttercup that first said something like, hey, wouldn't it be great if we became Numerica Credit Union members? And so they talked about it for a bit. This is all edited out of the movie.
Right, of
but then
course.
they said, yeah, let's do it. And so
Yeah.
Numerica became kind of the unofficial sponsor of The Princess Bride. And a lot of people don't know that. So now more people hopefully do know that. And
Sometimes we just sit and wait. We just wait for it to wind itself down. And then somebody said it's inconceivable.
oh, that's right. That's very good. Numerica Credit Union should be your credit union. And some of the statements that I just said have not been verified.
And 5 free cups of Dutch love from Spokane's Dutch Bros.
Spokane's Dutch Bros. There they are right there. And coming soon, their 14th location
Amazing.
on the South Hill.
When is that? This summer?
Believe it. Well, I think it was June, and it might be closer to July now.
All right.
But it is happening.
There is an empty spot on Northwest Boulevard where the Human Bean used to be. I'm just saying, somebody needs to pick that up and do something with it.
Why don't you get a hold of your friend Kevin Parker?
Why don't you?
Chat him up special.
We need to get Kevin Parker out on here. Imagine how hilarious he was on just the audio. Imagine
boy.
the video
Yeah.
element. He will come alive.
And Dutch Bros, proud sponsor of our hole-in-one opportunity for our golf tournament that's coming up May 12th at the beautiful Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course.
Yes.
Last year it was $15,000 to get the hole-in-one. We think it's going to be the same this year.
Oh, good.
It won't be. It will be at least 10,000.
Okay.
Get a hole-in-one.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a friend who has a hole-in-one on the floating green in a tournament and won $10,000. Not our tournament, but
Man.
yeah.
I know.
So
I watched,
it happens.
I watched somebody, our friend Griffin Garsky.
Yeah.
He did it, but it was on a different hole. And
Number
he won,
5,
Yeah,
yeah.
he won like a trip or something.
Yep.
It can happen.
It will happen.
It can happen. Yeah, that's all sold out. And I know, can we just do a little housekeeping?
Yes.
I know a lot of people said they wanted to volunteer for that day. And I do have a list somewhere. But here's what I really need from you. If you're serious about it and you want to do it, I need you to text in and I need your email address.
Yeah.
So if you want, and I think we really can only have like 5, right? Volunteers? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Can't have too many people. And I know Louise was there last year. And so if you want to do it again, but what I need is your email address. Because Ken Hopkins, our friend Ken Hopkins, is going to be in charge of all that.
And Ken will be here tomorrow
Yes.
on the show.
So
So we'll look forward to that.
text it in. But yeah.
All right. You still there, Joe?
I just want to say I was very excited to be able to hear my voice on television.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It is. It's kind of cool.
We should get pictures of the people and then just put it
Yeah.
up in the corner.
Yeah, we have pictures of actually anyone that's on the text line.
Yeah.
And I know Joe's on the text line. You
Yeah.
can text in a photo of yourself, and then we'll have a way to do that. If we're ever on, we'll just put like a still shot of them
Yeah.
in the corner. It can be done. The technology is here.
It is here. That would be really cool, actually. All right.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, we'll play the showdown again tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, and I know tomorrow is Thursday for our old school listeners. They're they might be confused by this, but we've now made the executive decision. It was by a 2-0 vote by the company that all of the Showdown will always be played at 8:00 on every single day.
We had a big meeting about it, and the two of us went back and forth, and then finally we got a unanimous decision. But it kept being all those in favor say yay, and it was like, what? Where are you? And then okay, now say nay. No. Finally, we got together.
And if I think we had, this was our 165th thing that we've debated. All of the previous things have ended in a 1-1 tie. So nothing ever got pushed through. One was like, who gets more money? We couldn't agree on that. So that was 1-1. A lot of stuff is 1-1. But the Showdown time at 8:00, that was a unanimous company decision.
Yes, that was an easy one, slam dunk. We didn't even need to do any kind of campaigning or anything.
Right.
No filibusters.
Anyway, all right. So, and if you want to play, you can always check in via the text line. Let us know your availability, and then we'll play the Showdown every day.
Yep.
Right around 8:00.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break. When we return, we'll get to a couple of other things. Our second segment for the show today will feature Kalai Chalk.
Yeah.
She'll be coming in.
We're going to talk about the actors that
Yep.
are playing different ages than they are.
Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit about it
Yeah.
when we were co-anchoring the news earlier this morning. NonStop Local Wake Up Show. Sam and Kalai and Justin and David Molly. But we can go in depth a little bit more.
Okay.
All right. That and more when we return. The Dave and Molly Show continues live from the New America studios.
We now return to the Dave and Molly Show.
Hey, welcome back, one and all. In just a couple of minutes here, Kalai Chuck will join us for a quick segment about actors who played way out of their age range in movies, highs and lows.
I mean, as you pointed out when we were co-anchoring, we're playing mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're pulling it off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No question about it. Mm-hmm. We all know about Joey Chestnut, right?
Yes.
What do you know about Joey Chestnut?
I know it's disgusting. He eats a ton of food, and he dips the hot dogs in the water so that he can make the buns get soggy, and then he shoves it all in his mouth, but he's also very slim.
Yeah. If you saw him on the street, you would never say that is the world's #1 eating champion.
Yes.
That's what he is.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. Anyway, he's that guy. So yesterday they had a competition where it was chocolate cake. Like who could eat the most chocolate cake super fast? So he is up against 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneer football players.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's him versus all 4 of them. Like all 4 of them get their score together.
That seems a little lopsided.
A little lopsided.
Yeah.
And a quick question.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where are your Buccaneers?
Under their bucket hat?
Right. Very good. Anyway, so here is the dramatic competition again. So Joey Chestnut, little guy.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake eating, and then the 4 giant Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the other side also eating cake as fast as they can.
Okay.
Here's what it sounded like.
Oh my God. I'm shaking. I think we gave him a run for his money. Absolutely. He's a heck of an athlete, man. He's the greatest of all time for a reason. They would call Joey the Jaws Chestnut for no reason. You're right. And we saw that firsthand today. That was impressive.
Did they say he was a great athlete?
Sure was.
I believe they said he was the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
In the world of
Call him the
eating,
goat.
though, I think he is the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't, but that's not a sport. And he's not an athlete.
So he ate 10.5 pieces of chocolate cake. The 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers together
Yeah.
only ate 9.5 pieces of cake.
Those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie
Boost
numbers.
those
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And unlike now we know the hot dogs thing. We've all
Yeah.
seen that. They have it on ESPN on the 4th of July. Like
Yeah.
it's a real sporting
Yeah.
event. Huge, cheering and bands playing these people in. There's 20 contestants, and he eats the hot dog super fast. As you said, he dips the bun, soggy it down a little bit, and that's going to have some kind of effect. Chocolate cake,
That is
just
different.
with all
That's
the
a different
sugar.
animal.
Yeah, I think that's
And then
you're
if
asking
you have
for all kinds of trouble.
the cakey part and then the icing part, I mean, at least maybe that helps that slip down. But there's, I know, just eating a piece of cake normally, there's a high choke factor that happens. Where you're like, all right, push comes to shove. How many hot dogs can you eat? And this isn't like, oh, I'm enjoying the hot dogs. I'm saying we're going to test the very outer limits of your capabilities.
What's my time limit? I think it's 10 minutes for the
Yeah.
competition,
yeah,
isn't
they
it?
do 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
For the
10 minutes.
Nathan's.
So, and with nothing on the hot dogs.
Right. It's plain, and you can dip, you can do whatever. And again, this is not for your enjoyment. This is purely the skill and the artistry.
Like if you
of it
offered
all.
me X amount of dollars to do a certain number.
I'll
and
give
say-
you $100 per hot dog. How many can you do?
Oh, I would eat all 10 then.
in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but here's my question, and because this would be this would alter the rules of the real competition. If you have what they call a reversal of fortune,
Right.
where when it comes up,
Yeah.
I reserve the right.
Yes. Oh,
To have a
reserve-
reversal
and I
of
hope
fortune.
you will.
Yeah.
I hope you will.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to. Be
I
around
could eat
that.
all 10 for you
Well,
would
there's
give me
not all 10. I'm
$1,000.
asking you how many you can eat.
can
That's
just
10
keep going?
minutes.
Oh, and you're going to be $100 per
Yeah.
hot dog.
You don't have to limit yourself to 10.
Oh. I would do minute per hot 45. I could do 20 hot dogs.
How many does Joey Chestnut do?
Oh, he's like in the 70s, right?
Yeah, something.
Is
Let me
it-
get his stats officially.
Yeah.
So you think you could do 2 hot dogs per minute? Here's what
It's
I
not
think.
going to look pretty.
I think much like Bloomsday, I think the first 2 or 3 minutes you're going to be fine at 2 per, but then you're going to slow way down. I think it's I mean, if you can do 10 in 10 minutes, I'd be very impressed. 12 would be a lot.
You don't think you could challenge Joey Chestnut for 76?
Oh my God.
In 10 minutes?
In 10 minutes.
Crazy.
That is so gross.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 12 to 15, I think, could realistically, because I think I could get
you?
like 5 or 6 in the first couple minutes, and then I think it would start slowing down big time.
What about pieces of pizza?
Oh, now you're on my turf.
Boy,
Now we're
everybody,
talking.
plates of nachos.
Well, are we talking standard thin crust pizza?
Right. And it'll be like, the norm, not the big Costco pieces.
yeah.
Just say a Domino's type regular. And how there's what 10 in a pizza maybe, or 12?
8 or 10.
8 or 10. How many slices of pizza?
In 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Well, I know I've done about 7 before.
In 10 minutes?
If it's a thin crust, it goes down pretty good.
But why?
But again, I reserve the right, and I'm not
Yes.
I've only thrown up in my life maybe 8 times. Seriously, the first when I had the kidney stone, that was like the 4th time, and I was an adult. I was in my mid late 20s. So that doesn't happen. But I would want to. As soon as we're off camera and off the competition's over,
do the old Roman feather thing.
I got to go off to the side.
I've never heard Roman feather before.
Oh yeah, the vomitorium. That's what they used to do. They used to gorge themselves, and then they go. It was early bulimia, seriously. And then they would go feather down their throat, puke it all up, and go back to the feast and the orgies. I don't know.
That was a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time. So, but how many pieces are you committing to in 10 minutes?
At least 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quinn?
I think same 8 probably. I think it'd be the same type of thing. I think I could probably get about a slice a minute for the first 4 or 5.
4.
Yeah, and then I would
You're
struggle.
dipping crust though. I mean, there's no way.
Oh, I want the crust.
I know, but you got to dip it in water. You got to. Well, you have to eat the crust. That's part of the deal. I'm not paying you all that money not to eat. The crust.
You're not paying me any money for anything.
I was going to pay you $100 per. Paul says Pizzerita has a 5-pound challenge, and he has done it.
I know a guy that's done that too. Yes.
Good for you, Paul.
Yeah. They used to have. Remember the old place, Farrell's? Do you remember? Did you ever have Farrell's?
Yeah,
No.
totally.
In California, it was a huge
the
thing.
trough.
It was called the zoo.
The zoo.
It was called the zoo,
Yes.
and if you could eat a zoo by yourself, you got one for free.
Yeah,
If you could eat the zoo.
pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know
But
whatever
why would
happened
you
to Farrell.
want one? Like once, I don't know what happened to Farrell's either, but I remember as a kid, if somebody was having their birthday party at Farrell's, it was so great.
Yeah.
And they had the long tables, like family style tables.
Yep.
And then that zoo thing came out. They also had something called a trough or something like that, where it wasn't quite the zoo, but it was big. And for a birthday party, they would order that, and then everybody would just eat out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Farrell's was.
I used to love Farrell's.
That was great.
That was, I think it was a California thing. I don't know
I think
that
so
it
too.
was anywhere else, but
I don't think our friends had it here.
they have another thing in Vegas. It's in the old Vegas, downtown. There's a place where I think it's something to do with a heart attack, where if you eat this burger in a certain amount of time, or if you eat 2 of them or something, you get some kind of prize. And they make a big deal about it. They say paramedics are standing by. Like they have a real person that is a medical person, because it's incredibly unhealthy. Unhealthy.
Epic has, see if you can look up, Quinn. I don't know. They just reopened. They have a new restaurant in Epic, but they used to have a burger deal, and they said that they've seen people do it. And it's 4 pounds or something, or maybe it's 5 pounds. It's a giant burger. Yeah. And we were talking to the waitress, and she said, I have seen people do it, and it is something to behold. Because, I mean,
it's impressive.
You get the gambler mentality at the casino already, and then you get drunk, and then so did you find it?
I think so. If this is correct, it is called the Epicosaurus Burger Challenge.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And it's a massive 5-pound meal consisting of 4 triple patty burgers topped with bacon, cheddar, pepper jack, Swiss, and Fontina cheeses, plus lettuce, onion, pickle, tomato, and epic sauce.
So what is the deal? You eat one, you get the other one for free, or what? Or you just you eat it and you get a prize?
I think you get a prize, or you're just on the list.
Oh
of
yeah,
epicness.
if you win, you get the meal free. You also get a commemorative T-shirt and a photo on their wall of fame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Kalai.
Good morning.
We're talking about competitive eating.
And you would do it or wouldn't do it?
We were talking. She was offering big money for.
Yeah.
She said I would get $100 per hot dog.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes, and I said I could at least do 10. I'd try for 15.
Are you going to?
Well, if she's offering the real money.
Well, I'll make you a deal. If you do it on the air,
Oh.
I will put up $100 per hot dog. Yes, I will. I will give it to charity.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Are you
well,
willing to
I
play
don't
for
make
charity?
anything.
Dave.
I'm a charity. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
that's true. I'll give it to the Dave Sposito Foundation.
I feel like, okay, if it's going to charity, yes. But also, like, if it's going to Dave, there has to be a minimum. Like, you can't just eat one hot dog in 10 minutes and
And
be
take
like,
the
cool, I got
$100.
$100 from Molly.
Yeah.
It's got to be, like, no good if it's less than 5.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I'd
yeah, I
say
would do
8
that.
is the over under.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got to go at least 8. But and also he said he wants to be able to do the reversal of fortune, which is fine. In a real competition, you wouldn't be able to do that. If you throw up afterwards, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
So
What's it called? Reversal?
a fortune. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually call it that in the and there is some time limit. Like you have to keep it down for a certain
Yeah.
amount of time. I want to reserve the right to like be off camera, go to another room
Yeah.
where no one can see me, and then get all that out of me.
And I would like you to reserve that right as well.
That's what I said. I don't want to be responsible for that all being. And then we
Yeah.
saw. Okay, it's for your kids, and they're saying, Clyde, this is for your children. What are you going to eat? How many are you going to eat?
Oh.
What's the most you could eat of something really fast?
And this is like to save the kids.
To save the children.
Yes, to save the children. Yes.
There's so many levels of that, right?
Yeah.
To save the children,
Yes.
I mean, I would do it all. I would do
Okay,
it all.
but what
if
would
we're
you
talking about
choose?
literally saving my children, if
But
we're
what's
talking
your
about
go-to food?
Yeah, what would
Oh.
you choose to do?
Oh,
If you had to do something, and that's not let's take the children off of there. You're going to make a bunch of money for a charity.
okay.
of
I
your
would say
choice.
saltine crackers because I feel like it would make me the least sick if I was gorging myself with
But
them.
they're hard to chew.
it's a little
Okay.
heavy.
Yeah, that's true.
We have hot dogs, pizza, taco. Ooh, tacos.
No, that all sounds
Tacos.
horrible. I love all of those foods, like eaten at a regular
moderation?
pace. In moderation.
How
What about,
about
like, rice?
ice cream?
Ice cream. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Let's
much are you
do
going to
that.
eat? Can you do a quart of ice cream? Would you do
Oh,
a
yeah.
quart?
I'll do
Well,
a quart of ice cream to save the children.
That's very good of you.
I mean, I do what I can.
She's a giver.
Okay.
You are. I don't know how many. I think I would start strong, and then I would peter out pretty
Yeah.
fast. I would. I mean, I'm trying to think of the most hot dogs I've ever had. I've had 2, like at the Indians game, and that it seems like
Right.
bad things are going to happen later.
Which is why I admire young people, like teenage
Oh,
boys.
yeah.
Like, go
Yeah.
you. Like that. You can eat anything, everything. You can eat it so fast,
Yeah.
you barely chew, and you feel fine.
Yeah, they do barely chew.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I
think
was in a
tacos
pizza
would be
eating
good.
competition in high school.
How many did you do?
I don't know, but we had a massive. It was a place called Pizza Haven. They used to have those all over the place, and it was in the Vancouver Mall. And I went with a couple of my friends that were bigger guys. We were all football players, and I might have won the thing. I know I at least held my own. I was very proud. And we left a stack because I don't like the crust. Like I'll eat some of the crust, but the back of it. But there
Pizza
was a
bones.
pile of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I was the winner. That was a different time,
And
though.
do you remember, yeah,
But
do you remember-
that's-
and like you probably felt fine walking out.
Yeah,
of
I
there.
was fine. It was great.
Do you know? Did you know about the root beer drinking contest from his childhood?
No.
Tell her.
Tell a story.
Yeah.
100% true story. It was like senior week, when, like doing all kinds of crazy stuff. They had a root beer drinking competition.
On a warm day.
And a warm day. It was like, late May, early June. And it was in the courtyard of our high school. And this was right when the 2-liter bottles were just coming into, like, that was kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, they had 5 or 6 people doing this. And they were chugging the root beer, and one person lost it. And that started, which I learned later became the all-out Barforama. This is way before the movie. The
Lean on Me or Stand By Me? Stand By
yes,
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened. This was, this is 1980 when the all-out bar, and it was awful. I mean, it was not. But it's in my head forever. It's vividly, and I remember the thick grass. And there were just stuff, it was bad. It was very bad.
And you were involved in it?
No.
Okay.
I had no part of it. But
Bystander.
I had to turn away because the stuff was coming up.
Were people involved in the Barforama even if they hadn't been drinking the soda, but they were grossed out?
There were a few girls that I think
Okay.
were so grossed out that they almost lost it. But there was, and there might have been some girls in the competition. But it was mostly guys, and the chugging root beer is a bad, it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
They can serve you.
the other day, my kid texted me and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be home right away from school. My friend's doing the Milk Mile Challenge, which is where you chug a gallon of milk and then you run a mile."
Oh, gross.
Little to say, needless to say,
Yeah.
you know how it ended up.
Yeah.
It did it.
Yeah.
And this is sanctioned by the school, or is
No,
it
it was. I think he lost their again. Fantasy football. I think he lost the fantasy football
okay.
league, and so I think that was the deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had to drink a whole gallon of milk and then run a mile.
Yeah. Dang kids.
That's something I can't even drink a glass of milk.
No, I know. That would, and I can't
Yeah.
run a mile, so I'm
I like it on
Either way.
cereal or
drink
whatever.
milk or run a mile. All right. Speaking of young kids, we're talking about ages of people who are actors and actresses who are cast in movies, and
Yep.
lots of times teenagers, and they are not teenagers at all. So we got the list of people, including Olivia Newton-John playing Sandy in Grease.
She was 29 when she
Yeah.
was playing Sandy.
Yes.
But looked, and you had the video or the clip or the photo on the news this morning.
Yeah.
And it's like, she would look like a 17-year-old high school kid.
In
No?
the movies, but then
Yeah.
if you actually know what a 17-year-old looks like, you're like, no, that looks like a woman.
But in the 50s, everybody looked so. I mean, okay, Stucker Cheney was 33
In Grease, and
in
she
Grease.
played Rizzo.
But
Yep.
if you look at yearbooks from the 50s,
oh,
they just looked more mature.
I could see that.
So
Yeah.
maybe
I was in high school when Grease came out, and Sandy, Olivia Newton-John, was like, well, she could be in our school.
Okay.
Yeah.
she
No one was
totally
questioning it.
legit. Yeah.
What about like the grown men who were the T-Birds? Not
Well,
just
yeah.
John Travolta,
right.
but like
Kinnicky
he had
and-
like a couple of them were like even like receding hairlines already,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
But look at, okay, I'm just going to show you. This is from the 50s. This is like a yearbook from the 50s.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know how well you can see
but
this
anyone
on TV,
with
but,
anyone with a turtleneck and pearls will look a little bit older.
well, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's like that. Those people they look more mature.
They look way more mature.
than the kids with the blue hair, like
right. Crop tops
doing their peace
and
sign.
giant
Do more of
sweatpants.
that.
Yeah. Even my granddaughters, you go to take a picture, and I don't realize that they're like doing this thing, and then they're going 6'7", 6'7". I'm like, what is going on with these children? Just take a photo. I think it's funny to look back at those, but I don't think any of them were. Well, I know they weren't close to their age. Maybe Lorenzo Lamas was. I don't know.
He was a good-looking guy too.
Yes,
I
he
mean, yeah.
was.
Meryl Streep was 58 when she did Mamma Mia. The character was supposed to be 43.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, she looked great in that movie.
In range. And then another one that we referenced on the news this morning, Amy Poehler was 33 when she played Regina's mom in Mean Girls. And the Mean Girls were all high school kids,
Yeah.
so 16, 17, 18, the math doesn't really work.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember when that movie came out, I didn't think that Amy Poehler looked inappropriately cast.
Right.
She looked like a cool mom.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
So not regular mom, a cool mom. Okay, what about this? Maggie Smith. She was 56 when she played the 92-year-old Wendy Darling in Hook. But they made her look 92.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Aging them up is way different than
Yeah.
them being older and playing younger.
Mhm. And we were
harder
talking
to
about Forrest Gump as well.
Right. Sally Field
yes.
was not that much older than Tom Hanks, but in Forrest Gump, she played his mom,
do. Right.
Dying mom.
But she aged through it too, though.
Right. That's true.
I mean, they show her when she's younger.
Well,
Remember when the guy said he sure is passionate about your education? What does he say?
yeah.
Your mom sure does care
Sure
about
does
your
care
education.
about your
Yeah.
education,
Oh, I
son.
forgot
He
about
was
that
on the
scene.
swing and hearing the noises.
Yeah.
Makes the noise back at him.
I'm going home to watch that movie. That was so good.
So let's just go the ages of Greece because this is the youngest person. The only person even close to high school was Dinah Manoff, who played Marty. She was 19.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 19 to
Oh,
20, they say.
jeez.
And then
Wow.
Kelly Ward, who played Putsy, he was the blonde. He was 20.
Okay.
Everybody else was, John was 23, and everybody else was all the way up to 33, which is Stockard Channing. But Frenchie was 25. Jan was 30. Michael Tucci, Sonny was 31. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
My mom's actually going to St. Louis in a couple of weeks to do one of those they call it like fan con things.
Oh.
And Lorenzo Lamas is going to be there. I think Michael Tucci is going to be there.
So it's like a Greece one? Like
yeah,
specific
it's a Greece
to Greece?
one
Oh,
because
that
she
would
was
be
a
fun.
waitress in Greece, and so she goes and does the and it's the cast. I don't know exactly who of the cast will be there, but they go and sit and sign autographs.
Oh, that's so cool. That was such a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend said something very egregious the other day. I can't believe she even said this. She said,
I like that you were there. Used the word egregious, but
well,
go
wait
ahead.
till you hear what I'm about to say.
Okay.
She said Grease 2 was way better than Grease 1.
Oh, that is,
She's just stupid.
yeah, that's.
That's not
She
egregious.
also
That's just
wasn't
wrong.
my sister-in-law. She would be dumped as my friend.
Yeah.
But I have to see her on the holidays.
How could she think that?
She
Is
likes
she a bowling
Michelle,
fan?
She likes Michelle Pfeiffer.
I love Michelle Pfeiffer.
And Adrian's med.
I guess. But she just said this again the other day, and I'm like,
Not just that it was okay and not as bad as
No.
people said, but better than the
Yes.
first one.
She's a teacher. She's on spring break, and they were going to have like a musical watching party, and she's like, Grease 2, obviously.
What?
I know. So anyway.
That was one of the biggest disappointments.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was, I was a huge Grease fan. That was
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah, but I mean, I will say Michelle Pfeiffer, she did look great.
Yeah, she survived that because that was one of her
Yeah.
early movies.
Oh,
And,
were they saying like was when it came out at that time too? Was everyone saying
Oh.
like no way?
oh, it was
Yes.
panned by everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's something for everybody, including my sister-in-law.
Wasn't Jaws 2 that way too, though? When Jaws 2, I know the 3 in 3D was bad. That was not good. Jaws 3 in 3D.
I don't know.
Really?
Well, I mean, the first one was such a classic.
Yeah.
I don't think the second one was that bad. But,
I don't remember the premise of it.
Well, it's a shark, and
What else? Tell me more.
go on.
Like, and it was a classic in the '80s. But do younger generations is it that a must see for people like you, Quinn?
What?
Jaws.
No, not really. Like Maddie and I watched it when it was on NBC when it came for their 50th anniversary
Oh, right.
or whatever.
Oh.
And that was the
On
first
TV?
time that we watched it ever. First time. And my dad made me watch it. My dad was a big Jaws fan growing up, so like I had seen it before, but I don't know. I remember we watched it, and he's like, I don't know if we should. We were a little bit younger. And he's like, this is a little scary.
And
we
you guys
watched it
are all
with them.
swimmers too.
Yeah.
we were
You guys are
swimmers.
a swimming
And
family.
we watch it. We're like making fun of it, and he's
Yeah.
like, "You guys aren't scared by this?" And we're like, "No, Dad, this animation's terrible."
Yeah,
and whatnot.
exactly.
How about Star Wars?
I was not really a Star. I like Lego Star Wars.
Have
the
you
video
ever
game,
seen
but
Star Wars?
I've seen. I've seen the newer 3 movies that are technically like 1, 2,
Never the
3.
classics?
Never seen the classics. No.
I feel like Star Wars though is still popular for younger
Yes.
generations.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
I don't know, but Jaws I don't think transcends.
No, I don't think so.
Boy,
You've
I
seen
don't know.
Grease, right?
Yes.
You're lying. Look at him.
I've watched it on TV in bits and pieces. I've never sat down and watched the full thing.
Oh, she's
Sorry,
very
guys.
unhappy.
I was
You
gonna
should
wa-
watch 1 and 2 today,
Well,
and
I'm
then give
actually-
us
One
your
and
feedback.
Yeah.
I watch Grease 2 all the time.
That makes sense. Okay. Fair enough.
And then the other one we talked about today was I thought this was great. Troy, played by
right.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Well, he played Achilles, and he was 39. But apparently, they say that Achilles was actually like between the age of like 12 and then like early 20s. He definitely did not look 12 years old.
well, no.
Yeah, he was buffed out too.
I think we're okay with them changing the ages of that. Who wants to see that?
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Wait, what do you mean?
Meaning, like, I don't want to see a 12-year-old
no.
in with that garb. Like, hey,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys,
I want to see Brad Pitt
Yeah.
in that garb.
Yeah, the pictures were good.
Yeah.
What was but so you're younger than we are. So what was the classic or the everybody had to see from when you were a kid?
I mean, Forrest Gump was one. I remember.
Was Mean Girls in that zone?
I was a little older. I think I was in college when that came out, but that's a classic.
And that
yeah.
still works. I saw
Yeah.
that way late too, and I was an old guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a legit movie.
It's
That's
so good. Yeah. I mean, I know my kids like it too. Like they'll quote some of that stuff. And what Tina Fey wrote it, didn't she? Yeah, I believe
on
so.
Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Yes.
And it's a fun musical too. It's really fun.
Oh.
Yes.
I haven't seen that. I want to see it. And
Good.
then do you know if did anyone here see The Notebook on stage?
I did.
What did you think?
I thought it was great.
Really?
I see, and I never, don't laugh at me. I never read the book. I never
Okay.
saw the movie. I didn't know, you know, I kind of knew that it was, you know, supposed to be sad and all that kind of, but I thought it's a great story.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I feel like I love the movie so much that I didn't know if I would
When
love
they
the
started
play.
singing, I have a
Yes.
notebook, I'm writing in
No,
it.
they
You
don't
haven't
sing
written me
that.
back in years. I'm very sad. I'm very sad. But I'm here and it's raining and let's kiss.
I mean, that's how I was picturing it.
no,
Dave?
no,
Yes.
no, it was not that.
We're old
She's
now.
ruining it.
But we were young. Let's flashback.
You did not need to see the play. You already know. You already know. All right, but you do need to see Wake Up NonStop Local tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
let
you
me
have
ask you
going on?
this before,
Okay.
and you can stay for a few more minutes, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it?
How do we get one of those
48.
those pullover
Oh.
that you got?
I had this made.
Oh,
And this would not be allowed anymore because this is the old logo.
okay.
Yeah. I probably should like have tape over it or something. Because you know logo gear, like lots of times it just comes with whatever the company decides
Right,
to like
right.
get. I'm always like envious when you go to like the company and it's like, whoa, like like that's like a Lululemon jacket. Like, how are you guys doing that?
Yeah. What kind of company are you?
This is not any brand that you would ever know. This is like super generic.
So you just had it
But
made.
I wanted like a track jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's old. It's like it's well over 10 years old.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
it.
So in short, Dave, to answer your question, go get one yourself. That's how you get it.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I was thinking. Well, because we're
Now they're-
co-anchors.
We want
I
SW. We
know.
need
Maybe
we
there's
need
anchor
Swix
gear.
stuff. We need
Yeah.
SWX.
Oh.
Right.
Oh yeah, because you're on. I was like, wait,
We're
you
on it
guys are
right
doing
now.
sports too.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yes.
anchoring the morning show. You're doing your podcast.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube, and you're doing.
Tell
sports
Finney
on
he better watch
SWX.
out. We might
Yeah, we might
be
be
targeting the
getting
weather,
weather.
pretty soon. Too.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll tell him.
What were we talking about getting him? What were we talking about earlier? We were going to get Klein Sam. Oh, to scoop ice cream.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I
is
asked
he-
him. I
he-
said, "Are you coming?" And he goes, "I haven't heard anything." I go, "Oh well, then you're probably not." Do you want him to?
Well, yeah. If
Okay,
he
I'll tell him.
can. It would be fun to have him there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be at the job fair with us next Tuesday. If you're looking for a job, WorkSource Spokane is working with NonStop Local. We'll be at the fairgrounds. It starts at 11 o'clock. Sam, Justin, and I will be there.
So how
And then
is
we're
it-
going to come see you guys. And now I'll tell Justin that he should come.
So you guys are kicking off
Yes.
and then you come to. Do you have to go back to the job fair after you're scooping ice
No.
cream? You're done for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. That's good.
I wasn't sure
It'll
if-
be fun to scoop. It's gonna be a really good crew. And I think my mom's coming right after us.
Oh, fun. Okay. So who's
yeah.
with us? Is it us three and then Sam, Justin? And
If Justin wants to come, I'll let them know. I
Okay.
want to let them know so that he has proper signage and everything.
okay.
And really, that's all you need because you have two on each side, and
Yeah,
because
really, that's
if
it.
you get more than
Yeah.
5 or
So
6
are you
people,
saying you want Justin or not? Because you said 2 and 2.
well, we'll have a reserve person. I mean, well, you know,
You just be the charming guy outside, shaking hands and kissing babies.
Well, and also because it's for safety net, so I could also kind of let you guys scoop, and I could be out front.
You're shaking hands and kissing babies.
I am going to be there all day long, doing all of those things.
Okay.
Yes. And it's free ice cream all day next Tuesday.
Yes.
So
it's a pretty good deal. From
Work
noon
at
to 8.
Scoopers will hook you up. We'll be there noon to 1. And then if you want, you can donate money's going to safety net, and you get to cut in line if you do.
Yep.
Just listen. This is our listener Trevor. He said, "Movie nerd alert: Grease 2 was bad and no way better than Grease." He's
All right.
agreeing with you.
I'll tell my sister-in-law. Trevor said you're wrong.
But Renee says she does love the movie from Grease too.
Well, that's what I'm.
I mean, the
talking about.
music. The music.
Oh,
Sorry, not the
yeah.
movie. The music.
Cool Rider. You guys don't know it.
Cool Rider.
See, you know.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Okay.
We're gonna bowl
Oh,
tonight.
Wait, so you guys do know Grease?
Oh, I
too.
know Grease
Yeah,
too.
You're just
Yeah,
saying
I saw
it's
it.
bad. I thought no one knew it.
You know, it's.
Oh, we know enough about
seen
it.
it a couple times.
Yeah.
But
I
did you
remember-
just hear us? Like, we sounded awesome. We should make Grease 3.
Were any of the original
I don't.
greasers in it?
I don't think so. I think there was some sort of like.
there was one, the administrators or something.
And with all due respect to your uncle, the Danny in number 2 was cute.
you
the-
know what?
Both Danny's
Oh,
were
that's
cute,
the.
but
Adrian's Med is very
Is that-
cute.
yeah?
Sure. I'm just seeing if I think
Apparently, Frenchie, Principal McGee,
oh.
Blanche Hodel, Coach Calhoun, and Eugene Felsnick were all bad.
those traitors.
But also, I always think this. I'm like, if someone offered me like a job to go do this thing, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're an actor. You're going to do it.
Right?
And
Yeah.
then Frenchie, like what else did Frenchie do?
Yeah. Like, cool, I'll come back. Like a
Sid
paycheck.
Caesar, Dodie Goodman, Tad Hunter. They got Tad Hunter to do this movie.
Tad.
Matt
I don't know.
Latanzi. Matt Latanzi
That
was
was
Olivia's
yeah.
husband.
And he was related to a guy I went to high school with.
Oh, really?
Little Tansies, yeah. Played football with him.
He was cute.
Yeah, the whole
he was a
family they were
good-looking
good-looking
guy.
guys, yeah. From
So
Portland area, yeah.
I did not realize that Lorna Luft was in it. And do you know who Lorna Luft is?
No.
Liza Minnelli's stepsister.
Oh,
Yes.
I met one of
stepsisters.
her relatives over the weekend last
Oh,
week.
that's right. You did.
Yeah, Judy Garland's great nephew.
See?
How did you know that? Did he introduce himself that way, or did someone tell you?
Both. That I was told, and then when I was chatting with him, and then it came up, and then I said, "Okay, so give me the exact
okay.
lineage here," and he did. And the real name is Gum, was her real name, Judy Garland.
Yes,
Yeah,
Gum.
So
Well, back in the 80s, I was in a wedding with Lorna Luft. We were both bridesmaids.
Oh.
And I reused my prom dress. No, I had that for the wedding, and then I used that as my prom dress.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
and
do you-
now you could use one of your 3 wedding
right,
dresses
okay, we have
for
to go. I
any
think it's time to
future
go.
prom
We're
or
very
any other future
close
wedding
to-
that could come up. Right?
My last wedding dress was just a dress from the Black and White store. Remember the Black and White
Yes.
store at the mall?
Yeah.
They had the best stuff. It was the cutest
So
dress.
you could wear it again.
Totally. I wore it all the time. You got to be practical.
So tell us how. So if we buy something like that we
I
want
love
to wear,
how you talk to me like I'm a boss. Like, I don't know. Go ahead. Ask me the question.
well, so can we just get a logo and then just have it put on something that we want to wear?
during the times when I got this, the answer was yes.
Okay.
I think I went to the company that made our stuff, and then I just
Okay.
picked out my own jacket.
okay.
Okay.
But that was 10 years ago.
Well,
So I
yeah.
think you have to go ask somebody upstairs, like more important than me, to be like, how do I get?
No, we're just gonna
Oh,
we're
wait.
gonna make stuff, and then Clyde will say Clyde told us we could.
You guys actually have awesome logo gear. You
Yeah.
have everything
Yeah, we
Dave
do.
and
have the Dave and Molly. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. What are you asking me for? You guys have awesome stuff.
Well, but I'm saying that we would just get a logo and tell them instead
Oh.
of putting a Dave and Molly thing on it, we put a KHQ thing.
oh.
Yeah, like a golf shirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think very important.
Do that.
Or
Yeah.
SWX.
You have all your stuff,
Right.
Dave and Molly. Nonstop local.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at NonStop Local on SWX on YouTube.
Spotify.
Mhm.
On
All the things just take,
YouTube.
Yeah.
take up whole half the shirt.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Kalai.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Kalai.
I'm gonna go tell my sister-in-law she's wrong.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
wrong.
See you on the Wake Up Show tomorrow. You guys play
Okay.
our 5:45.
Mm-hmm.
We got an awesome forecast, but it's changing in the weekend. So our boy
As
Justin's
long as
spinning out all
Friday's
the
good,
details.
Friday's fine. Everything's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you tomorrow what you're doing on Friday.
Okay.
All right. All right, there goes Clyde. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll get to our 9 o'clock activities, which will include entertainment news and our hot topics.
Very good.
That will all fit into our final hour. We are live on SWX. We are live on YouTube and, of course, through the NonStop local app. This is the Dave and Molly Show, live from the Numerica studios.
Entertainment news. Brought to you by Golden Rule Break.
All right, ready for entertainment news?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot to get to here.
Okay.
Let's start with, hang on.
We're hanging on.
Listen to this.
What?
I don't have all the details.
All right.
I deal
Well,
mostly in headlines, as
obvious.
people know.
Yes.
The director of Housemaid, the guy name is Paul Fig or Feig.
Housemaid?
Housemaid, the director.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the movie, Housemaid?
Yeah.
The one with what's her name from here?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Housemaid?
I think so.
What did you? What?
I don't know. I thought it had a longer name. Anyway, the director.
Anyway,
yes. Go ahead.
he says
Yes.
the next James Bond should be Spokane's own Sydney Sweeney.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Something or nothing.
That could be something.
Very something, don't you think?
I think it could be something. Aren't they already making a James Bond with a woman in it? I thought the next one was.
I only deal in headlines.
and
Maybe
rumors.
she's the woman that they're targeting.
Yeah.
But I thought they were already making it.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too. But
And they
I don't know.
handed the whole franchise over to somebody. Remember?
Well,
And
maybe
the
they're
people were
thinking
very
that
upset about it.
if they're going to have a woman, why not have
She'd
it be
be
her?
great.
She is also, and we've talked about this before, but she's with that I think it's a lingerie line.
Mm-hmm.
She will make $1 billion, like $1 billion with a B.
Wow.
Yeah, Spokane,
Holy
Washington.
cow.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty
Wouldn't
good.
that be fun to have a billionaire from Spokane?
Yeah,
Didn't we do that thing where we looked to see how many millionaires we had here? Remember we were looking it all up?
yeah.
And there weren't many. Boy, good for you, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Spokane's own.
Spokane's own Sydney Sweeney,
Mm-hmm.
and she was raised on the Dave Kidd and Molly show, and she turned out fine.
What if she came on our show?
Well, that's what
That would be
I
awesome.
believe there is a day when she will be on our show.
Really?
Yeah.
But how are we going to act? Hey, remember that movie you did that was super funny in Australia? And that was awesome. I think I might freeze up a little bit
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd ask if she has any leftover bars of her bathwater.
Bathwater soap.
Oh, yeah.
Just send a couple for my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if
That's
she was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting you guys. I listened to you every day when I was growing up." What if that was it?
Could be.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Be very cool.
She's your age.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's
Yeah.
probably right around me and Maddie's
Mhm.
age.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did Maddie
could
grow up
connect.
here?
she did. Yep.
Did she
grew up in
listen
the
to
valley.
us growing up? Did she know who we were?
She knew who you. Yeah, she knew who you guys were before I did for sure.
Right.
I don't know how much they listened. Her family,
Mhm.
if at all. I'm not positive on any of that.
Just lie,
But-
Quinn. God, have you learned nothing about us? Just lie. There's no way we can check that. Just say yes. Her family was
Lifetime.
everything
They were
they
big
did.
fans. Yeah.
Huge
Lifetime
fans.
listeners,
Where'd
yeah.
she go to high school?
She went to Central Valley.
All right.
But when I told her about this, she was like the Dave and Molly, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my, like she thought it was. She was like, I don't even know how big of a deal this is. And I
Yeah,
was like,
you
I
should
don't-
have a little respect for them.
For your
And then-
elders.
And then he met us, and he's like, "So let me get this straight. They won best show every year for 26 years. These guys.
These yahoos.
Were they doing something different back
I mean,
then? What was the
I know they were younger.
what was the hook? It was,
You don't understand.
I have lots to talk about. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Sydney Sweeney thing. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. This is great. I believe he was on a podcast,
Yes.
and they were asking him. It was like one of those like actor studio things where they have like young aspiring actors, and they have
Yeah.
a real actor, and they ask him a bunch of questions. Well, one of the pieces of advice that he gave to the group was his words exactly: "Try not to be an effing a-hole." Pretty much sums it
I
up.
think you
He
could
says
take
you'll do
that-
better if you don't do that.
I think you could take that to any group
Oh
of
yeah.
people on
Yeah.
the planet and just say, here's a good rule of thumb.
He told this to a group. He says, "Go to work and respect who you're working with until they prove they don't get your respect. It might not work out, but try. Try not to be an effing a-hole." But of course, he uses the
The real ones.
Yeah.
I learned a fun fact about him watching
Oh.
Love on the Spectrum last night, because one of the young men, he was going to put his arm around the girl, and he goes, "Well, but I'm going to do it like this with my fist like this, like Keanu Reeves, because he does this so that he can prove he's not touching someone." He keeps his fists.
Oh.
So, because if you have your hand open, so he does that to protect himself. So if he does put his arm around a fan, he's always got closed fists rather than open hands.
Or are they just worried about like a hand, like
Well, like
grabbing
if you,
something or-
if you,
I don't
then
know.
somebody could be like, he handsy, but if he's always got his fists clenched, there's no way he's been
Right.
feeling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this.
Hey, I believe it.
I think that kid is not going to lie.
No.
So
Right.
I think that's a fun fact.
Here's movies. We like movies, right?
Yes.
And this is always, they do this every once in a while. Well, they'll have a list of movie quotes that are the real movie quotes, and then
Right.
over time people just use the different words or whatever.
Get him wrong.
Yeah, and
Right.
and the wrong one sort of becomes the more popular one, even though it was never said in the movie.
Right.
A few examples that they have. We were talking about Jaws the other day,
Yeah.
or a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Right.
That was never said in the movie.
Yes, it
The
was.
actual one was, "You're going to need a bigger
Oh my
boat."
God.
Oh.
We've been getting it so wrong
Yeah.
all these years.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Wrong.
What is it?
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Some of these are pretty technical.
Yeah.
This one's even worse.
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Hello, Clarice.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Oh, God.
Good evening, Clarice. Way different.
Yes.
I never saw any of the Saw movies.
No.
Have you seen the Saw movie?
No, I'm not into those.
Ugh.
I guess people say that, do you want to play a game?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That was never said in the movie. It was, I want to play a game.
Oh.
Huh. We used to always say that as kids. I never saw the movies, but we used to always say that. Do you want? Actually, what is the wrong one?
The
Whatever
wrong one
Do
is,
you want to
Do you
play
do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
That was also in a movie called
War Games?
War Games. Yes,
Yes.
with Matthew Broderick. Great movie.
That was talk about ahead of its time.
Yeah,
Really?
Where a computer takes over. Have you ever seen War Games?
No, I haven't.
great movie.
It's a kid and he gets into this computer system, but he ends up getting into a real the government computer system. He's about to launch a real war, and he doesn't like he's
But it was,
overtaken.
do you want to play a game?
Game, right.
It was a computer
Yeah.
voice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Creepy.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Okay.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
What is it?
Wrong.
Oh, geez. My goodness.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Nah.
Way different.
Way
Yeah.
different.
All right, now I will give you. Now I'll give you the statement. You tell me if it's the right or the wrong one.
Okay.
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 Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Did that? Was that? Yeah, that's Forrest
I
Gump.
think I just watched Forrest Gump. Mom always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I think that might be true.
Exactly the way you said it. You have to include the mama always said.
Oh.
Mama always said
It-
life is like a box of chocolates.
Okay.
Well, technically, if you just start with the life is like a box of chocolates, you're still
Yes.
technically getting the quote right.
Yeah, and if you're using that for your own life, are you really going to add the mama always said? Are you going to say, "Well, life is like a box of chocolates"? What else?
Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
For us older people, that was the second Star Wars movie.
And the
then
best.
they redid. Yeah, it was, I think, very much. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Luke, I am your father.
No, he never says that.
That is correct. Very good.
It's I think it's "I am your father, Luke" or something. I don't know that he just never says that.
There's some statement, and then the correct, words in it are, "No, I am your father." So there must be a line
Okay.
before that where,
Oh, you're a bad man. You're this. No, I am your father. Cutting your head off.
Mhm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Remember when he cuts Luke's hand off and then Luke has to go and get it regenerated?
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, gee, that hurts.
You just watched Field of Dreams the other
Yes,
night,
I
right?
did.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you build it, they will come.
It's if you build it, he will come.
Very good. Okay. You did pay attention.
And then at one point they say people will come, and James Earl Jones says people will most definitely come. Ray, got to keep it Ray. And it was Timothy Busfield who was the brother. Remember, and he wanted to sell the place, and then
Yeah.
he finally sees the ghost, and then he's like, "You have to keep this farm, Ray. You have to keep this farm." I love that movie. It's such a good movie. Have you seen that, Quinn?
I have because our roommate's from Iowa, and she was very upset that I had never seen it before. So we just watched it about 2-3 months ago.
Don't you think it's magical?
It was magical.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I know you have to just believe. And here's what I love about it, and this is what I forgot. They don't show people watching the games. You know, like I remembered, I knew that they were going to make money and I thought I remembered them showing up with money and stuff.
Right.
And it's just the line of cars that you see at the end.
Yeah.
You don't see that actually happening.
Oh,
right.
You just,
I'd have to do a rewatch. It's been a long time, but I saw it in the theater, loved it, and I know I saw it once or twice after, but
it's
not
so,
recently.
Do you remember the last scene in Forrest Gump? Do you remember the last thing you see?
It's the feather flying away, right?
Yeah.
That's how the movie starts too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's how.
Yeah.
That's another one we just rewatched, and it's so good.
That's a great movie. I can watch that anytime. Yeah.
Forrest Gump was the movie I always reference it, and it was a great movie. And nothing against the movie, but in the history of my life, and there have been many times when I thought, "Oh no, I've gone too far. I've waited too long." I had to go to the bathroom so bad watching, and it was actually with a old school KHQ person.
Oh.
And we went, it was kind of like a afternoon thing. And, this is before the internet. You don't know how long the movie is. I thought when the mom was dying, that, okay, she's going to die, and then the movie will be over, and then I can go to the bathroom. But I couldn't leave because it was so good. And I was in physical pain. I was walking funny when I left there. And that's my memory of Forrest Gump.
True or false, the second most time you had to pee was on stage with Bret Michaels.
That is true. That is also very true. Also, and what made that one worse is that I was freezing too.
Yes.
Because I was wearing shorts and short sleeves. It was a September night. I had played golf during the day. Then I go out to Northern Quest, do the meet thing with Bret Michaels, and we chatted for so long. He said, "Well, just come out with me on stage." And so he had tucked me away in this little section. Well, to leave, to go to the bathroom, to get off the stage, I would have had to walk across the stage during the show. And it's like, I can't do that. And it's like, please finish
no
it. No
encore.
No, just I gotta go.
Boo. Bye.
And then I remember going, because I was freezing and my feet hurt and my body hurt because I had to go to the bathroom. And I remember walking down the stairs of the stage. Yeah. And every step hurt. It's like, oh no, ouch, oh no, oh, did I? Oh no, I didn't. Nothing came out. Okay, all right. That was terrible.
Did they have a bathroom back there behind the stage, or did you have to go all the way?
No, I had to go all the way out to they have the little, like those portable buildings, like we've been in those behind the stage before, but.
That's not good.
Yeah, those were two very, very painful. Memories.
I hope you learned your lesson from those things.
Back to the movie quotes.
Yeah.
Do you feel lucky, punk? From Dirty Harry?
Right. No, it's then you have to ask yourself, am I feeling lucky? No. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you? No.
You're close.
What is it?
The actual quote is, you've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Right.
Well, do you, punk?
Grammatically, not the best structured sentence, but we get it. I don't think he was known for his grammar. I want another test.
From The Graduate. Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
Did you just give me the way it says?
That was the real one.
Well, that's no fun in that.
Well, I thought you're supposed to guess if it's true or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Okay.
I get it.
I got that one.
And everybody always says, "Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson?" They always say it the wrong way.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the Then there's a movie from All About Eve, or a movie from the 50s, All About Eve.
Get off my porch.
Not that one.
Okay.
Now, which one do you want me to give you first? The fake one or the real one?
Give me the fake one, and I'll tell you how it really goes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the fake one.
All right.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Secure your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I know it's
very close to that.
It's Betty Davis, right? It's going to be a bumpy ride. I don't know the first part.
It's actually, the character is Margot Channing.
Yeah.
But the actual quote is, don't pounce on me. Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Oh, a bumpy night.
Yeah.
Well, that is different.
Yeah. Bumpy night
That
and
is
bumpy
different.
ride.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night. And that is the one where she says, "Get off my property." Not horse, but property. It's true. He has no idea the reference or anything. But it's funny, right? If somebody just says that.
I'm enjoying this.
And then, again, do you want the real one or the fake one? From
I
Casablanca. Oh, you haven't even seen Casablanca.
How dare
This
you.
is an outrage. Right. Yeah.
I'm outraged,
Yeah.
Miles.
You've seen it, right?
He's
Yeah, it's a
never
classic.
It is a
He's
classic.
never seen it. Look at it. He's lying through his beautiful teeth.
I-
Look at those pearly whites. Your mother. You kissed your mother with that lying mouth of yours.
Never seen Casablanca.
You never have? Okay.
No, he
well, but
hasn't.
he's got,
I know, but here's what you're missing is that he was lying. So okay, give me the real quote, and then I'll tell you what the fake quote everybody
all
else
right.
says.
The actual quote is, "Play it again, Sam. Play as time goes by."
It's just, but everybody always says, "Play it again, Sam."
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But they don't do the whole thing.
It's wrong. Way wrong.
How about isn't the frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. Isn't that a little off? The one that everybody says.
That I don't know.
You had me at hello.
Yeah. The one
complete
from
me.
Shawshank Redemption, where it
That's-
says, "I guess I missed my friend Andy." He never says that.
No, he just
The
says,
actual is, "I guess I just missed my friend."
right.
Right.
But we
You seen
always say,
Shawshank Redemption?
That one I actually have, and is one of my favorite movies. Big fan,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I knew about the suds on the roof and all that.
How do we know
earlier.
how to
Yeah,
believe now?
I know.
I've lost faith in you, Quinn.
People are mistrusting me now.
Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Those are good,
But
though. I
was
like
seeing
that.
anybody on the text line. Oh, Trevor from Back to the Future. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Oh, right. Let's see. Back to the when we were talking about the beautiful actress who lives here.
Oh,
who's
Sydney
from here.
Sweeney. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bathwater soap, Quinn. What did you
Oh.
say?
I think I said bathwater soap, but
Oh,
Maybe I
not bathwater. Oh, it says
Oh.
not bathwater soap.
not the bathwater soap.
I thought, oh, okay. But then there was something else. And then Jocelyn says, "Did you freak out when you had the Brady Bunch kid on?"
Oh yeah.
I did a little bit. Marie McCormick when she was on.
Oh,
I kept
We
my
had Marsha
cool.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, remember when I texted her for her birthday and she never texted me back?
She ghosted you.
Yeah,
You got ghosted by Marsha Brady.
I know.
Not a lot of people can say that.
That's true.
I could not say that.
At least I had the ghost. At least I had the opportunity to be
That's
ghosted.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's like a one-hit wonder. It's like, well, at least they had a hit.
I'll never forget that conversation with her out in the orchards of my boyfriend Ken's house. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, and a phone call came in from Los Angeles. And I answered, and she said, "Hi, is this Molly? This is Marie McCormick." And I said, "Hi, how are you?" I was so excited.
Did you know she was calling? Why did you
I
answer?
did because
Oh.
it was Scott Baio was here
Yeah.
doing a thing, and we were talking about it with his wife, and she laughed. She goes, "Well, we're friends with Maureen." She goes, "She'll talk to you." And then before I knew it, it was the next day, I think, and it was October. It was beautiful. It was a fall, beautiful day.
Mhm.
It was one of the better days of my life. And then she was on the show with us.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do podcasts. She doesn't do
Doesn't do any
of
radio
it.
or anything,
No,
yeah,
she doesn't
yeah.
do any of it. But and we talked about Dancing with the Stars. I think she maybe had her book just coming out. I can't remember. Maybe I just.
I
remember.
remember
Anyway.
before you had joined the show, way back in the day, we had Greg Brady on,
Yeah.
Barry Williams. He was promoting some. It might have been a book too.
It probably was that book he did he did a long time ago. The one where they revealed that he asked the mom out on a
Yeah.
date.
Mhm.
And my brother does those Comic-Con things with Cindy. and he
Oh,
said
yeah.
she can party pretty hard. She's fun. She's a lot of
Cindy's
fun.
a fun one.
Yeah, Cindy's a fun one. She was one of the cutest little kids on TV in the world. I mean, she was. such a
That
cute
was
kid.
that was Ken's crush. Remember,
Yeah,
he's
I don't
he's
blame him.
talked about that.
Cindy.
And Ken will be joining us tomorrow.
Yeah,
He'll be on the air for the final 2 hours of the show tomorrow.
he's going to be a television person too now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Also, a random one. I don't know. I don't think we said this one, but and I've never watched Star Trek, but apparently
yeah.
they never actually say "Beam me up, Scotty."
Oh,
Oh, now I just lost the place
Well,
where I was.
I wonder what the actual
Yeah,
one
apparently
is.
they say variations like "beam us up, Mr. Scott," and sometimes they say "Scotty,
Oh.
beam us up."
yeah, but they
but
don't
never-
actually say.
Yeah.
Can you do this?
Live long and prosper.
I
That a
heard.
thing?
Okay, this is the cutest, nerdiest thing that my boyfriend told me the other day. So I was doing this, and he was like, "Oh, you can do that," because he was a total nerd. Here's what he used to do. He told me he used to split his fingers and sit on his hands at school so that they separate, so he would have a good spot.
Yeah, you have to have a good
Cutest
spot.
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He would- but
I can't do that.
no, I can't.
And this
I
this
can't.
was it this one? I don't even remember which one it was. Oh, this one. This one I broke a finger basketball, and so it kind of it bent wrong.
I have one finger that's like that, but I think it's from pushing slot machine buttons. It's my pushing button. I mean, it's my pushing finger. This one is fine. The left hand, I can't really do the left hand, but I can definitely do this one. But I just thought that was the cutest thing because, it'd be like, Kenny, did you want to, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh. He's practicing.
Kenny. How many fingers have you jammed playing basketball, Quinn?
Oh, man.
If you don't get one a season, it's like,
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
even
gonna
try?
say, like once I got to college too, it
Yeah.
was like once a week, if
Yeah.
not more than that. It felt like so.
And it hurts, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it hurts, and then you get to the next level when you actually break it, and you think, well, it feels about the same, but it's something slightly different.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't heal the right way.
Yeah, I've thankfully never broken any of my fingers.
Yeah.
Jammed them really bad, many a times, but never broken anything. But I've heard that that's guys that have broken it have been like,
Yeah.
I actually wish I just like jammed it or something like that. Like that, doesn't feel as bad, and it feels like I can play, but I can't. So
Yeah.
yeah, broken fingers were not fun.
I broke this pinky, and I was playing street baseball, like where you
Yeah.
kick and running the bases. Anyway, I tripped over something, and I fell flat on it. I mean, like this, but like the whole thing that crushed.
Yeah.
And my mom was not a big believer in the doctor system. So
Yeah.
she tried for people just joining us, her cure for most things was a tuna sandwich and a shower, and you'll feel better. Most things could be cured that way. A broken bone, however, was never going to heal. And by the time I went, it was, I mean, they had to set it, and I had a cast all summer. In fact, it was the summer they were shooting Grease, and Olivia Newton-John signed that cast.
Oh,
But then when I took it off, it smelled so bad I had to throw it away. And then I cried. So all of those things.
maybe
But
yeah, and maybe that's why the early stages of the hoof. Maybe that's how you got the hoof.
What?
Remember, you had the hoof.
Here's the thing, Jesslyn, that is my push button, and that was the hoof button. Coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah, this was the hoof. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, we'll get to our Hot Topic segment, and we'll wrap things up for the day. We have a lot to get to. Today is April 8th,
Yes.
4/8/26, digitally speaking.
Right.
And tomorrow, Ken will be in, and tomorrow is his wife's birthday.
It is. That's
Yeah.
right. I thought about that. I wonder
Yeah,
if
he's
that's
gonna
okay.
he'll be on the air with us for a couple hours during his wife's birthday.
The good news is he can be up and out, and then he can bring her home flowers. I mean, it'll
Yeah.
be like he's already. Yeah,
Clearly
that's good.
something. All right, back after a break. Thanks for being with us, everyone. The Dave and Molly Show continues from these Numerica studios.
Hot Topics. Brought to you by Clark's Tire and Automotive Center.
All right, our Hot Topic segment. Let's start with birthdays today. Celebrating his 40th birthday.
Okay.
See if you know this person.
All right.
Come on now, I'm rooting for you.
Okay.
And a lot of people on this channel know this person.
Okay.
Felix Hernandez.
Felix Hernandez is a Seattle Mariner who plays baseball. And he hits a lot of them. He's not big pot. No, he is a pitcher. Yeah, he's a pitcher.
Yeah.
He's a
Doesn't play
pitcher.
anymore.
No, he retired. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
tired, yeah.
Won the Cy Young in 2010. Pitched a perfect game in 2012.
Ooh.
And I believe there's only been 23, 24.
Right. One of those perfect games was pitched by a guy who lives right here in the inland Northwest.
Don
Don.
Larson
Yes,
pitched. He was the only one ever to do it in the World Series.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
There's
lives
been
right here.
24.
24 perfect games in the history of baseball. Felix
Felix.
Hernandez has one of them.
And that means that nobody gets on base and you don't walk. You don't walk anybody. You don't.
Correct. 27 up,
everything.
27 down.
Right.
No one reaches first base.
Man.
Yeah. You could have a no-hitter and still lose the game.
Right.
And there's documented cases of that. Well, they walked a guy, then they threw it over the guy's head, and the guy came home, and the guy loses 1-0, and he threw a no-hitter.
Yeah,
It
that would be
happened.
bad.
Perfect game. You can't lose a perfect game.
No. No. And don't pull what's his name? Who let it go through his legs?
A Buckner.
Don't pull a Buckner or a boner. That was the boner. Remember Honer? What was that one?
No.
Yes,
They're just
it
making
was. It was a baseball.
It's Fred
thing.
Merkel's boner.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a guy named Fred Merkel, and that's how
Yeah.
the word
Merkel's boner.
yeah.
Because he messed up, right?
Yep,
In baseball.
Yep, that's right.
But okay, hello,
Yeah.
sports station. Thank you. Somebody knows their sports. Okay, what else?
So anyway, he and for a time he was one of the highest paid players in baseball. Signed a $175 million contract in 2013.
Jeez.
And I always felt bad for him, and I always would tell Ken this because this is during the height of Ken's Mariner love.
Right.
And I was always kind of a distant, like I, of course, wanted them to do well, but I wasn't, like,
Yeah.
And I always felt terrible for Hernandez because he was a tremendous pitcher, and the Mariners had no hitting.
Oh.
He would lose games, 2-1.
Oh.
All those, every possible low scoring game you could lose, he was the victim of that.
That's
just
not
bad
good.
timing.
Yeah.
But he was so dedicated to the Mariners. Like he was a good guy. They call him the King.
That's
King
right.
Felix.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
King Felix, because he was such a nice person.
Mm-hmm. Also celebrating a birthday today. We referenced this earlier in Forrest Gump.
Sally Field.
No, Jenny.
Sally Field was all over the news this morning. I don't know why.
Oh,
They were
really?
showing Mrs. Doubtfire stuff.
Oh.
I don't know
Okay.
why they were showing her. Maybe she was on the show. So it's Jenny or Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Buttercup.
Very good. Yes. Yeah. And Carrie Underwood, or Claire Underwood in House of Cards, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire Underwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Wright is 60 today.
She
And
changed a
Jenny.
lot when from The Princess Bride, and then of course and then she became sort of this, hard.
Yeah.
She's really good at
She was
being
great
that
in House
person.
of Cards. Yeah.
She's a good actress.
Patricia Arquette is 58 today. All right, here's a name for you. See if you can get this
All
person.
right,
Okay.
let's see.
From the world of music, I will
Okay.
offer you $5 if you can tell me who Izzy Stradlin is. Izzy Stradlin, 64, world of music. Who is he for $5?
Guns N' Roses. He's
She-
from Guns N' Roses.
You cheated.
No, I didn't. Is
Really?
he really from Guns N' Roses?
Yes.
No way.
I won $5. Yay. I swear to God, I didn't cheat. Even let's look at Edwin's notes today because he always sends notes. in
Damn
her-
it.
Well, that's not that hard.
What do you mean it's not? It's a name you haven't heard, right?
Yes, I've heard it.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, or I wouldn't
But
know.
you didn't know. You were guessing.
No, I knew that.
You knew that one?
I knew that
Oh,
one.
that was
yes.
bad on me then. I should
Yes,
never offered up that money. Oh, good luck getting paid.
$5. I'm rich. And it's more the glory of it all.
Guns N' Roses guitarist.
Remember when you had to give Quinn $20?
Yes. Why are you bringing?
No. You just think about money and you having to give people money.
He's just pouring into the economy of this room.
Yeah.
That's
he's
right.
Just keeping things
That's
flowing.
right.
Yeah. Trickle down.
Julian Lennon's 63 today.
Hey, Jude.
Yeah.
And again, I stand by I think that was an overreach.
Nope.
It was an overreach.
Classic malls.
Overreach. None of his business.
Listen to this one, and I'll let you tell the story. Celebrating his 65th birthday today.
Yes.
He might still be in prison. Richard Hatch.
Oh, Richard. Richard was the original first survivor, first person champion. Yes, whoever won. He went around naked, and not a good naked.
No.
By all accounts, not a good naked. And then he won $1 million, and the whole world watched. And more people watched that probably than any other finale of Survivor. You could probably
Over
argue
50
that.
million people.
And then he went ahead and didn't pay taxes. And then they went ahead and put him in prison for longer than people who do robbery things get. Because apparently that is the thing that makes people maddest is when you don't pay your taxes. So he spent 16 months in jail or something?
Yeah, I don't know the exact. It was over a year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
For tax evasion.
But the thing I've never figured out is like, did he just not file or just
I don't know.
just. And then the survivor people, are they actually giving him a check for $1 million, like without taking the taxes out?
That
Like,
I
when do
don't-
you ever get
yeah.
a check from anyone without them taking taxes out?
Well, at the casino.
Well,
unless
that's
you
cash.
want it.
That's cash.
Right. Well, we get checks. Spoiler alert, our checks every month don't have taxes taken out of them. It is up to us to then file for taxes. So in that case, they would.
But I'm saying, like, this is a game show where they have it's like it was CBS is giving him $1 million. Do they?
Maybe they
I don't
take
know.
their part out that they have to do, but they don't take his personal taxes out. I don't know. I don't know how that all. It seems to me that when you're on a game show and everybody watches you win $1 million, that you should pay. Oh, this is a different Richard Hatch. Oh, there's an actor named Richard Hatch. He's good looking.
Apparently, he was in jail for 51 months and then was released in 2009. And then they put him back in for 9 more months in 2011 because he continued to not pay his taxes.
How long was he
Well,
in there?
jeez.
51 months. So
I'm on
he
his
just
side.
likes it.
Years.
Maybe he just likes it in there. Because come on, there are rapists who get less time. It's crazy.
51 months. That's 4 years.
Yeah, it's insane.
In real jail?
And
That's
how
crazy.
much money could he have even? I mean, $1 million isn't that much money. How much extra tax could somebody owe?
Right.
And once you go to prison for the 51 months,
Yeah.
Right.
then is it kind of like, okay, we're good. I didn't pay. I got penalized. We're good, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have to go to jail and then still pay? That doesn't seem fair.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I think he was convicted of tax evasion and filing fraudulent tax return. He served over 4 years, returning later an additional 9 months in 2011 for not amending his tax return. So he did not report the $1 million prizes and other earnings, totaling 1.4, because I think they have to pay you to be on the show like SAG minimum.
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
making money anyway. He claims Survivor producers were supposed to pay the taxes, a claim rejected by the court. Obstruction of justice. A judge increased his sentence due to accusations of perjury during the trial. There's where he gets in trouble.
Okay.
That's why he's 51 months, because of the other stuff.
All right.
So anyway, I don't know.
Well, he almost got away with it, too. At least nobody saw him win the $1 million.
Right.
So.
Man.
No longer
Yeah,
with
it's
us. She
crazy.
passed away about 15 years ago. Betty Ford.
Yeah.
Former First Lady and founder of the clinic that helped many alcoholics.
That's right.
Not to be confused with the Schick Shadle Center.
No, not Schick Shadle Center. Schick Shadle. Now, at Schick Shadle, we don't think you have to quit for real. Not forever. Quit for, take some time off and clean yourself up and come on back. Go out there. Party some more. Yeah. That's a little different.
It's one of my all-time favorites. And then Jim Catfish Hunter. Oh, talk about a guy who perfect game. You have two guys that have perfect games.
Wow.
Yeah, Jim Catfish Hunter. His was in the '60s, late '60s. But anyway, he was a pitcher, no longer with us.
So
he
two
died.
people who had perfect games were born on the same day?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
And
The
there's only
odds
been,
are
what did you say,
very
24?
against that.
4.
Yeah.
So,
And no one's had more than one.
yeah, from what I saw.
And one of the greatest stories ever, you should look this one up. I think it's David Wells. He partied all night long with Jimmy Fallon and somebody else.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a Yankee baseball player.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon is sleeping it off. They partied till like 3 a.m, drunk, and who knows what else they were doing.
Yeah.
He wakes up, and it's halfway through the Yankee game, and Wells is pitching a perfect game, and then finishes the perfect game, like completely hungover.
What's the lesson? Always get
Yeah.
hammered the night before a big
Yeah.
game.
I think it was David Wells. Is that who it was?
Yep, David Wells
Okay.
with Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers.
That's who they. Yeah, they were partying all night long. Yeah.
Up till 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Wells later admitted that despite he said he had a severe hangover, but later admitted he was half drunk still when he played. And yeah, it's about
It's
all
a
I'll
true
get to,
story.
But yeah,
Think about all of the baseball players in the world that could never accomplish that. And they're so, they take care of their bodies and they make sure that they're rested and they eat well. And then this guy comes in half drunk and does that.
yeah, give me that.
Yeah.
They'll never hit this one.
Yeah. And the catcher's doing the sign.
And
shaking him off.
I've heard the story told by all three of those people, and it's the same story, but their perspective is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Fallon, his deal was he woke up and had a raging headache and totally hungover. Well, he turns on the TV to watch the Yankee game, and he sees Wells pitching. So he calls Seth Meyers and says, "Are you watching what's going on? He's got like a perfect game." And they were both talking about how they could barely even function. They slept through most of the day. And then he shows up. When you're doing a baseball game, you're not just there for the game. You're there 2 or 3 hours before, and they do all their,
So
warm-ups.
was it a day? It was a day game.
Yeah,
like
it was
1 o'clock.
yeah.
So you're there at 11. So you're up at 9, and Fallon and Myers are still sleeping.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of like when I play hard with my friends, and they're all sleeping it off, and then they tune in at like 9. And they're like, we just tuned in to see if you actually made it to work.
I've had a few of those.
Huh? And your
Not
friends are
not in
still
the last
sleeping.
few years, but back in the old days.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the old days, not that it's the equivalent of pitching a perfect game. Just the idea, though, that one set of people are getting to sleep it off, and you are pushing through a very difficult time, and they're sleeping through it. They don't even know what's happening.
And a programming note: next Thursday, that might be one to tune in for.
Ooh.
Because a week from today is the Journey concert.
Yeah.
And it's a concert. You gotta have a few drinks at the concert. We have safe rides home. So I will be here, and there will be a show.
Oh, we'll be here all
But
right.
I don't know what the
Maybe we
condition will
just
be like.
keep it on the wide. Maybe on that day, there's just the one camera angle that's way back, way there.
Marla Hooch. What a
What a-
way far away. No one can see us.
yeah, just keep it way. So that, yeah. Well,
More baseball stuff. It was 52 years ago today. I remember exactly where I was. I watched the game happen. 1974, Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves broke Babe Ruth's lifetime home run record.
Yeah.
Hit his 715th home run in a game against the LA Dodgers.
oh,
Nice.
I watched it.
watched it?
Yep.
Did you watch it up special?
I watched it up special.
I just want to go back really quick to the whole when I got the thing from the Guns N' Roses.
Oh, yeah.
Several people here said that they knew who Izzy was.
All right.
So I just don't want you to think that A, I cheated, or B, I know that much about Guns N' Roses. It's just that everybody knows that. I didn't like the accusation.
I
And
should've.
it was instant, too. You cheated.
Well, we get. There's people that are sending stuff and have
Yeah,
birthdays on there. I thought,
that's
well,
true.
how would she know? That was bad on me to assume that you wouldn't know that one.
Right. The other thing I just wanted to clear up is that the press release about the Bond girl was
It was an April Fool's thing.
Yeah.
But I think that's true though.
Well, wait, if it was an April Fool's thing, then how is it true? Is Sydney Sweeney going to be the Bond person or not?
Well, no, the story on that one was the director said that he thought she should be
right
down the road.
Oh, but the Bond being a girl at all is an April Fool's joke. I don't think that. I thought that they were saying that it was going to be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and apparently the April Fool's joke was that they claimed that Irish actress Jessie Buckley was cast as the first female James Bond. So I don't know who that is.
She's the one who just won the Academy Award for Best Actress for Hamnet. Hello.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Like I saw
You're
it.
so mean to Quinn.
He deserves
Molly
it
and I are
today.
in a
Sorry,
little battle
Quinn.
today.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm between you guys.
Quinn is showing us all sides of Quinn today. He's squashing dreams. He's flat out lying.
All things I've been known to do.
I know.
That's what I'm here for.
Lying through those pretty little teeth of his.
51 years ago today, the year is 1975, The Godfather Part 2 won the Best Picture at the Oscars, becoming the first, but not the only, since time has gone on, the first sequel to ever win Best Picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Lord of the Rings
Right.
2. What else?
That was just those only
Those
two
are the
sequels.
only two?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I think there's 6 Harry Potters that won after the first one. All 6 of the Harry Potters won Best Film. What? Yeah.
In your eyes.
Yes.
In your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, they had Francis Ford Coppola won Best Director. Robert De Niro was Best Supporting Actor for the younger version of Vito Corleone.
Right. Well.
And some people, I might be in that category, I think the second one was better than the first. The first one is fantastic.
It's a bold
But
statement.
I know, but the second one was like, could it be any greater? And then maybe it was.
Well, it's kind of like Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back was even better than Star Wars. How many years apart were those movies? 5? You think it took
From the
that
first
long?
one to the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 2.
That's it?
3, maybe 2.5.
Did they work on them simultaneously, or because they build all these models? I mean, remember how they used to have to do stuff, and
That's a good question. I don't know.
so I just wonder.
They were all almost exactly 3 years apart. All released in
That's
May
pretty
of
amazing.
77, 80, and 83.
May the 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not when they would.
Yeah.
It's the Star Wars day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, here's your quiz.
Okay.
There's no money offered on this one.
All right.
51 years ago today, the same day that The Godfather is winning the Best Picture, Godfather Part 2,
Okay.
the Aerosmith releases their third album,
Night in the Ruts.
Toys in the
Toys
Attic.
In the Attic.
What were the 2 monster hits
Oh my God.
from Toys in the Attic? Some could say probably the 2 biggest hits.
Walk This Way
That's one.
and not Walking in the Sand, but Walk This Way and I know. There are times when I look in the mirror all these days. I can't think of the name of it. Damn it.
Sweet Emotion.
Yes, thank you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way.
Phew, I got it.
And wouldn't you say, like if you said Aerosmith, name their 2 biggest hits?
Yeah, those are. But then you go later and Love in an Elevator.
Love in an
and
Elevator. Mhm.
Janie's Got a Gun. I mean, they had some. They did a really good comeback in the '90s, and it was a hard time.
It was
to
when
come
they
back.
got, well, then he got clean for a while.
Yeah,
Then he fell off again.
but it was the Pump. Was it the Pump album? It was the Cow and the Gas Pump or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because they had kind of a downtime. But that time in the '90s was grunge and country.
Yeah.
There was no top 40, as you well know.
Mhm.
And then they had rock, but rock was kind of nowhere too.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of cut through, which was pretty amazing, really, for a band. You know.
40 years ago today, Clint Eastwood was elected mayor of Carmel, California.
Mm-hmm.
A landslide victory, 72% of the vote.
Maybe they're all afraid that he'd come over and ask him about if he
Mm.
felt lucky.
If they feel lucky, punk.
You have to ask yourself one question: Do I feel lucky? Well, do you?
He served 2 years. He ran for office only because he wanted to build a few more stories to his Hog's Breath Inn bar that he owned at the time. And the city council kept saying, no, no, no. And then he said, well, I'll just run for mayor, and ran for mayor and did it. And then it turned out fine.
And the whole time he was mayor, Richard Hatch spent in prison. He didn't even get to enjoy it.
Different times.
Well, he said he served or whatever.
Sad time, 32 years ago today, 1994. This was the day Kurt Cobain was found dead in his Seattle home.
What year was that?
94.
Wow.
And you remember the story on that. It was like that's when they found him, but he had been there for a few days.
Oh,
Not very good. Not very good at all.
No, we don't like that.
It's sad. I did see Kurt Cobain's daughter is marrying Tony Hawk's son. I just saw it recently.
What?
So,
That's
It's
cute.
going to be the coolest couple ever.
Yeah, no kidding. She's gorgeous. Is it Coco Bean? Is that her name?
Something like that. Yeah, I forget.
Isn't it Bean? Something Bean.
Yeah, I forget. I'll look it up.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah. But just a little sidebar there. I saw that recently. They're getting married.
And they're crazy. Her crazy mother of the bride.
Yeah.
26 years ago today, this was the night. It was a Saturday. It was a Saturday. Saturday Night Live was on the air.
Yeah.
It was the More Cowbell skit
Oh, wow.
featuring Will Ferrell,
Yes.
Christopher Walken, and who we just talked about, Jimmy Fallon, who was probably hungover then too.
Yeah.
Trying to keep a straight face through the whole thing. But that
Yes.
was the classic, one of the all-time classic Saturday Night Live bits. First time ever was 26 years ago.
And didn't they on the special said the run through, they did it one way.
Right.
And then Will Ferrell just turned it on.
Yeah.
Just went crazy in the actual the actual filming.
13 years ago today, we lost Margaret Thatcher.
Oh,
She went ahead
Margaret
and-
Thatcher naked on a cold day. That's how Austin Powers would calm himself down when he got too aroused. He would just keep saying Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. Like Margaret Thatcher naked is
Right.
enough.
What's the cold day have to do with anything? Yeah. And then 10 years ago today, did they get it right? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
All right, let's see.
Cheap Trick.
Yep.
Deep Purple.
Yes.
NWA.
Yes.
Steve Miller.
Okay.
And Chicago.
Yes. Who's coming to
Northern Quest. September. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. I will be happy seeing them at Northern Quest rather than the dry casino in the middle of the state.
Yeah, you'll be in a
Although,
much better spirit.
That show though was we were drinking in the parking lot. If everybody must know, but that show actually was my favorite time I've ever seen Chicago, and I've seen them a lot. That show was the best show I've ever seen.
Oh.
It was by far the best. They did all the hits. They sounded great. It was a small venue, and the sound was perfect. They didn't do too many big horn situations.
Mm-hmm.
Frances Bean is her name.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
Frances Bean.
All right.
Okay.
Let's call it a day. What's the plan for the day?
Today I'm going to check in with the girls. I haven't had a chance to see what they're doing.
They're on
The
spring
little-
break.
The
Yeah.
little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they have going on today. And today it's going to be a spring cleaning day. I'm going to be home. I'm going to walk the dog. I got to get a workout in of some kind, maybe my chair routine. Yesterday I was too excited to get to the casino to do
That's
it.
our charity.
But those things, and then I don't know what's happening. Maybe if my boyfriend wants to come to my house, we hit some balls at Downriver later. That might be fun. just
Talking
to-
golf. I don't know. Could
I'd
be.
like to apologize.
Could be
to the audience
baseball.
in
Could be
general.
baseball. Could be,
Going to go hit some golf balls at Downriver. Yes. And then that's it. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to do some. If the girls are there, do spring cleaning while they're hanging out and stuff. And then I need to do a big grocery shopping. I have nothing.
Costco or just regular?
It'll probably just be. I'm gonna get all my stuff for the weekend for the RV too.
Oh, that's
Load
right.
up. Mhm.
Oh, the casino weekend. That's right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
going to
very
prepare
exciting. Yes.
for that. All right.
That's about
Let's
it.
see. I'll finish up here. I'm happy that the weather is still decent today. Tomorrow is when it kind of drops off for a little bit.
Is it?
So I'm gonna I may get outside just for a little bit. I'll have an empty bin. The bin has been picked up from this morning, so that'll be great. I'd like to get some outside time in. I feel way better today than I did yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
So I got that going for me.
That is good.
And then I'm not sure what the afternoon is. My daughter and I are going to walk Maui about 3 o'clock, I think is the tentative schedule. So got to hit that target. And then take it easy.
That's good. No wine tonight? No wine Wednesday?
I don't think so, unless Nadine is feeling much better today too. So that's good.
Good.
So if she stops over, depending on the time, depending on the programs, wine does sound very good. Wine sounds good right now. Remember earlier when you had a beer on the air?
Yes, I
Jeez.
did.
Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, we'll have, and then tomorrow on the show, it'll be fun. We'll do the showdown at 8 o'clock. We will also have Ken with us for the final 2 hours of the show. So for our SWX listeners, our viewers, you will see Ken the whole time.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
And then Sam Adams, the great Sam Adams, will join us. So.
Love it.
All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We are back tomorrow. This is the Dave and Molly Show. We have been live from the Numerica studios.
From the Numerica studio, this has been the Dave and Molly Show, brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. And remember, if you missed this show or any other show,